Welcome back to The Good Influence. I'm Francesca.
I'm Kelby.
I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Suzanne. This is your weekly dose of unfiltered girl talk, fitness, and the journey of becoming.
Boop, boop.
Hell yeah, baby.
So back, even though disclosure, none of us are really feeling. Well, Suzanne, you're feeling pretty good.
I'm feeling skipper.
We're a little under the weather.
I'm not under the weather, but I'm scared. I'll tell you that. I'm real scared.
And
over this way a little bit. Got our tissues.
I'm like, we sound like Elmo, but
I might take some Dayquil when I get home just because.
a girl,
do it.
I actually brought some extra, so I'm prepared.
My
Preventative
sleep
measures.
score wasn't very high, but I didn't wake up at all.
I can't talk about a sleep score.
I gotta
Guys,
check
I got a
mine.
27.
Ah.
A 27
So you
sleep
do
score.
track it through the
Through my mattress.
Yeah.
Through 8 Sleep. The mattress I use, it
Why,
tracks it.
but like what
27.
made it a 27? Were you like
I
tossing
woke
and
up
turning?
at 12 a.m. and I was awake for 4 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
That'll do it.
I couldn't breathe.
my watch will do that
yeah.
sometime where
Oopsie.
it will, like I'm up too long and it just like turns me off of the sleep cycle.
It's like
it
actually
thinks you're awake.
tracking,
You're like, yeah,
oh,
you're up.
Yeah.
You got an hour of sleep.
Yeah. And then I also, I was like, I thought I heard something outside. So I was like a man outside my house. I was like, wait, let me look at my cameras. My cameras were down. And I was like, Andrew's out of town too. So I was calling him. I was like, I'm literally about to have a panic attack. I don't know what's going on. So I was just terrified, thought my house was haunted, thought someone was breaking in, and I couldn't breathe.
Sleep deprived.
I would have called
It
the
was
police.
I almost did. That's
really scary. Like the moment you hear something and your cameras are down, you
Yes,
think like someone's
I
trying to
know.
do something.
Yeah, my whole cameras were down. My internet was down, 12 a.m. And I was like,
That's
oh,
weird.
shit, here we go. Yeah.
I woke up to a
Okay.
rope hitting my window because they're cleaning the windows today. And so I was just like laying in
What
bed.
time was it?
Like 6 a.m. And they're like,
No.
whack. And I was like,
so
oh,
weird.
time to get up, Toulouse. Time to put clothes on because we can't give a show this morning.
Oh my god. Wait, that's
That's
actually so
insane.
nice that they come and clean your windows like that, though.
It's like they do it when it's like thoroughly needs to be done. It's like a once every 3/4 thing. Like probably
Like,
once a
hey, I
year.
can't see out my window.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I can.
Is that a window?
Yeah. But okay, what are we talking about today? Wait, what are you guys watching? I want to know because I just got done watching Traders and
I'm on the last episode.
you're on the
Like
last one?
halfway through. Yeah.
Okay, I'm so excited to talk.
I mean, I know who wins, so
Well,
but
of
it's still
course you know who
such a
wins.
good show. It's actually I don't usually watch a lot of shows, but it's something that like I'm like making it a routine where I'm in the evening is sitting down and watching it.
This is the first season I've watched, and I want to go back and watch the past seasons
So
because
do
I
I.
really
People
like
say that.
it. Yeah.
What is the premise of the show? It's like
So-
a game, and you're trying to figure out who's the bad
Yeah,
guy.
it's kind of like
who's a traitor.
it's kind of like well, I've never seen Big Brother, but I think that this is what Big Brother is supposed to be like. It's kind of like a popularity game. Like you try to make friends, you make alliances, and there's a few people that are traitors, and then the rest are called faithfuls. And basically, whoever's left at the end gets the money. So if there's a group of faithfuls left at the end, they split the money. If traitors make it to the end, they split the money. And you're trying to send the traitors home. So if
Okay.
people are acting suspicious, whatever, you question them, and they meet at a round table, and then they vote somebody out. And then the game just kind of goes on like that. And so
Yeah,
it's a
so
game
there's,
of friendship and like numbers and how many people.
Got you.
Yeah, there's banishes and then there's murders. So the murders are done by the traitors and the banishes are done at the round table. So every
Got
night there's a
you.
round table and then there's also murders.
So the
So you
traitors
kinda-
also have an opportunity to send faithfuls home.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's like equal
Anonymously.
opportunity for who's going to win.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But my man,
Yeah,
But I think,
Rob.
Chelsea, you started watching
The
when you already knew who
America's
won,
man.
right? Like
Yeah.
you started watching,
Yes.
like yeah.
I was just like, I had FOMO because I was
Yeah.
like, wait, I might actually like this show.
Yeah.
So I started it on the plane home and
Yeah.
I was addicted.
No, guys, I
It's
was
so
addicted
good.
to Rob the second I saw him on Love
Oh my God.
Island.
Same.
You know
He's
what's
just so
crazy? Oh my God.
nonchalant.
what's insane to me is that he came on one season as a bombshell and they sent him home.
Yeah.
And the producers were probably like, oh no, you made a big
coming back.
mistake,
Yeah.
you guys. And the Islanders did make a big mistake. Guys, my husband's probably so sick and tired of listening to me talk about Rob. I make him listen to me talk about
Don't
Rob
stop.
every
Don't
night.
Stop. Please don't stop.
My Instagram page is all Rob Roush, all of it.
That
I'm going to
snake-
buy
There's
that
no
kind
problem with
granola, protein granola.
I'm about to download that app that he's on, honestly.
I'm all here for him taking every single brand deal that he's approached with.
Especially because he like doesn't really want them.
I know.
You know?
If,
He's
did
like,
you
I
watch
guess I'll do this.
the kind one that they run through traders? It's
that
like-
must be the only one.
And
I haven't
he's like,
seen.
at the very end of it, he's like laughing because he's like, I can't take this seriously.
Yeah, but he's always kind of laughing in like the
Yeah.
things that he does, which makes it
How
so
much of that do you think
cuter.
is like a shtick though? Because like he's definitely trying to milk it and get as much money out of it as he
100%.
can.
I think he's
and I
smart.
think he knows.
Yeah.
Like he's so smart. That's why he won the
100%.
show. But like I mean, he would be stupid to not play into the like, I just want to be a country
I just want to be a
snake
normal
boy.
and, out on the
snake
farm
boy.
with my snakes. Yeah.
No,
just,
I mean, who knows
okay.
if the girlfriend from the bookstore is even real?
I know.
Who is the girlfriend? Do
We
know?
all want to know.
Oh yeah. I did look her up.
You did?
She's this really cute girl. Yeah.
So she has a social media presence?
She does.
Okay.
Very little one though.
Okay.
Like, yeah, she doesn't have a big following or anything.
Okay.
Which makes me love it even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
God.
But he like, yeah, he is a type
Darn.
for sure.
Me too.
Speaking of that,
Oh, does he?
I mean, kind of have an update on the dating quota.
Tell us. Spill.
It's kind of a crazy story. I was out with my friend Caitlin on Friday, and we went to Hindy's. And as we were walking in, there was like this guy sitting on the other side of the bar, and I was like, he looks so familiar. And I was like, where do I know him? And then we ended up like sitting next to him, and I was like, Caitlin, I think I liked his profile on Raya. And she was like, okay, let me try to figure this out. She was like, oh, what's your name? And it was him. It's literally him. And we got to talking and ended up, long story short, got his number. And then afterwards, I was like, hey, so now that I have your number, I'm going to be real honest with you. Pretty sure you're on. He tried to deny that he was on Riot first. He was like, wait, I'm on Riot. I was like, I mean, I was like, is this you?
Yeah,
He
you
was
should
like,
check your bank
yeah.
statement. I think you're getting charged for that every month. Like, what?
But he was so nice. I got his number, but I haven't heard from him. So I might text him.
Did you tell him about your quota?
Send a text.
Should we
Wait,
text
let's
him
send
right
him right now.
No,
right
I
now.
actually
Right now.
haven't. Okay.
Send him a text right now.
Oh, live. In the live. Okay.
Team,
Wait,
what should we
hopefully I
say?
have his.
Yeah, what should we say? Is it like mid conversation or are we starting a new conversation?
No, like I have not messaged him.
Oh, you're calling him.
No, nope, I'm not gonna call him.
FaceTime.
Why is it
FaceTime? Casual.
No, there.
Maybe
message.
just be like, nice to see you this weekend. You looked so sexy.
Ew. What?
Yeah.
Probably clearly forgot how to flirt.
You're so sexy.
So hot.
Honestly, though, I think the weirder you are, the more like you throw them for a
100%.
loop and then they're like, wait, wait, who is this and why is she so confident? I like it. We should go.
What do I say?
It's a tactic. It's a tactic.
You
Hey.
should say,
Hey, great to meet you Friday.
Hope
looked
the rest
good.
of your, yeah, or maybe a question like, what'd you do the rest of the weekend? Or no, that's a little too invasive.
no, I know a question's good. What do you mean invasive? We're trying to get a lot more invasive
What'd you do
than
the
that.
rest of this weekend? He's like,
so
I don't know
then,
you.
Like, we met up with some another couple friends showed up, and then we ended up getting a table at Hindy's, and then he left. So I want to.
Or wait, what if you could just be like, do you go to Hindy's often? Or is that like,
But like that doesn't really get us anywhere.
what if you just say like, hey cutie, how was the rest of your night?
Winky face.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
went
yeah,
home. The thing is he came up to me and he said, "Great to meet you. I'm going home."
no,
He,
yeah,
like,
that's it.
Went
Yeah.
home.
But you still need to know
You
how it
still
was
need
at
to
home.
know.
What if he watches this podcast?
I
Hi,
hope so.
hello. My
No,
name is
it was
Suzanne.
actually funny because some other guy came up to me as in passing. He goes, "You're such a badass. I follow you. I was watching your video today about you were saying no one's showing up, like blah blah blah." And he was like, "Wait, are you famous?" I was like, "Nope."
Oh, that's
Say-
rich.
Okay, we'll come back to it.
No, just say, what do you have right
just
now?
press send.
Hey, great to meet you, Friday.
Like a geriatric person. Yeah, just send.
What does your week look like?
Want to get coffee?
yeah, actually, want to get coffee.
Want to
Yeah,
get
don't
coffee?
Just
what does
say
your week
it.
look
Just
like.
say it. Just say it.
Just say it.
Just say it.
Want to grab coffee soon?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
who cares?
giggling and kicking my feet.
Me too.
Okay,
This is so exciting.
Proof of life.
Okay.
Oh, I love
Um,
this.
So proud.
You should also watch The Circle if you like traders.
I've heard of that.
Yeah,
That's
so-
the one where they like fake to be someone else
Yes,
through
yes.
the
Sometimes
screen.
you can go in as a catfish
Yeah.
or you can go in as yourself, but we don't have to get into all that.
Okay, next.
I'm also watching the show that you guys told me to watch.
Love
what-
Story?
Yeah.
you
With
started it?
JFK and Carol
Yeah.
Bassett.
I'm almost
Carol
caught
really
up.
good.
I
So
need to
I'm
watch that too. You guys were
It's-
watching it on the plane.
So stinking good.
Yeah, they release one episode a week, so you have
I
time
will
to catch
say-
up.
What is it on?
the one thing that would
Hulu.
make it better
FX.
would be some sex.
Some smuttiness.
I was
It's a
waiting patiently. It's so like the buildup
not
is
that
so
kind of show.
steamy. I know, and like the Kennedy family would never allow. But like it's such a steamy show, and I was like giggling, kicking my feet, and I was like, "Yeah, let's go!" And Chad's like sitting there watching me, and I'm like, "This is about to get good. It's about to get good." And then it just doesn't.
It gets mild.
It gets mild.
It gets mild in the bedroom.
Yeah,
You know,
it's a
Just a little
it is what it is.
tease.
Yeah. I mean, I will say
But it is a good show.
it's amazing to watch him. Amazing to watch JFK on there. And
JFK
her model boyfriend. Both of them. Great to look at.
Great to look
Yeah.
up for sure.
Yeah.
And she's so chic. She's just like such a chic, cool woman.
Yeah.
I love it.
But if season 2 wanted to get spicy, there could be a
Wait, there's
separate
definitely not
subscription.
going to be
I think
season
it's a
2.
limited series.
Oh.
You know what happens.
Yeah.
There's like a year left, I think, before it happens. So
It happened.
they were only married 3 years. So I looked it up. Like before,
Okay,
Yeah.
spoilers.
I love that you're watching that
They were
because I
young.
always
They were
say you
super
give
young.
Jackie O vibes.
he wasn't
Yeah.
that young. He was like 41
But
whenever he
was he?
passed. Yeah.
I thought he was not that
Um,
much older than her.
You always
was
tell
young.
me I'm giving Jackie O vibes, yes. But Jackie O's kind of giving bitch.
I'm
In
not
the
saying
show.
like
Agreed.
personality.
Chic
I'm just saying
bitch.
style.
Yeah.
So
You're way nicer.
thanks.
Wait, you said Jackie was kind of giving bitch?
Yeah.
The mom.
Jackie O. The mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
was giving like,
Just the
overbearing
oddball. Yeah.
Well,
Maybe
But okay,
things
she
were
was
different back
iconic.
then.
We really can't talk bad about Jackie O because
she's iconic.
and
She's
an
iconic.
icon.
And also a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure on her. Like
So
huge.
true.
She went through some shit.
I feel like there's definitely, when you are out in the public eye, you do lose a piece of yourself because of how you have to be perceived, especially like First Lady.
Yeah. For
I can't
sure.
even. Yeah, I mean, we're all online, but that level is just.
I mean, imagine like the degree that already people feel like they can like, tell influencers about their lives, but to the 10th degree, 10th degree, 10th degree. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
Not it.
Oh,
It is the end.
we
the nth.
are the nth. She's the 10th, right? Because she's so much great. What?
I think I was just making it up.
This brain is not working today. Don't look at the color of my hair.
Okay, should we talk about our first segment of the day? Guys, today's segment is very fun. The topic that we're discussing is going to be influencing and, how do we get inspired? How do we feel about people copying us? And I think we all have a lot to say about this topic, which is really fun. I feel like we brushed on it maybe a few episodes ago, but it's worth diving into.
Yeah, almost like the reality side of influencing because you only see a fraction of our lives and kind of we don't really talk about what goes into it and how we got to where we are now.
Right. Sweet. So do we want to start off with just like talking about the copying aspect versus, I mean, there's copying and you see it all the time when people copy each other, but then there's also the line of, is that just somebody being inspired by your content? And where do we draw the line?
Right. And I do think that some degree of copying is necessary to start a trend, right? Because trends don't happen without someone copying somebody to some degree, right? So you kind of want it to some degree.
Yeah, because I was going to piggyback off that because you posted a video kind of saying, well, a few weeks ago, you were saying, well, that trend, but it's also, you said the trend has to come from someone to start, like matching set girls. We started a trend. Other people kind of started doing it. But I think there's a reason for copying a trend versus copying a way someone's niche is, or like the way that they edit a video or the way that they have their aesthetic. That would be, I would consider copying, and a trend, doing a trend would not be considered copying.
Agree.
Because it's almost like a viral thing. So then everyone's doing that. It's a trend for a reason versus someone copying the way that you edit your video.
I like that. And I'm going to play devil's advocate because I genuinely think I've never minded anybody copying me. They can copy my video to a T. Because at the end of the day, all that's going to do is create a point of reference. So whenever anybody else sees that video, they're going to say, oh, she's doing it like Suzanne. She's doing it like Chelsea. And then you're always going to be the reference point, which is just great for you. And then also on top of that, I love to go back and not like in a I'm right kind of way, but I love to look at analytics. And the analytics say everything. So whenever someone copies someone else to a T, it's never going to hit the same. And if it does, it's like a 0.00001% chance, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to hit the same because it's not
Original.
authentic
It's not
to
original.
you, right?
Yeah.
But I do think that there is a degree of imitation and like, pulling inspiration from people and imitating people that you have to do when you're at the very beginning of your content creation journey, just to figure out like what is your own style, right? Because you can't just nobody is asking anybody to reinvent the wheel. And like at the end of the day, none of this is completely 100% authentic to any of us, right?
No.
Like you could say like, oh, well, don't post a video at all online because I post a video online and that's copying, right? So I think it just depends on whether you are actively trying to find your own style and trying to find things that you enjoy, or whether you're just like literally scrolling the internet. But I don't know. I agree with you. Personally, when people copy me, I'm like, me?
Yeah, it's flattering.
Me?
It's flattering for
Yeah.
sure. But
Well,
I understand what Chelsea's saying too, because there are things that you notice that it's like, okay, maybe it's and maybe it's not so specific to like the type of video you post or whatever, but it's like comes down to something just like in the way that you edit, or in the way that you preview something, or in the way that you yourself like know that it's specific to your personality, and you see these people that maybe you interact with on a daily basis, and you know they're not like that, or they it's not, you know what I mean? And it's just like, okay, like you understand why they're doing it, but it's like, stop doing that. That's not you.
It is also really interesting when you think about proximity, right? Because it's like we all post videos, and then there's people in Miami that post those videos. There's people in, New York that post those videos. But then when it's somebody that's in your, somebody that you interact with like day to day, and you're like, wait a minute, like, is this inspo or?
I think a good analogy that I was just thinking about for like inspo is like, think about when you decorate a house. You're like on a blank canvas and you have no idea to go. You're going to go to like Pinterest. You're going to go to magazines, but you're going to get these inspiration, but you're going to add your own little touch to make the house your own. And I think that's how like we are in content, because when you start content, you have nowhere to begin. You see all this inspiration of like, oh, I love this style, but then I love this. But then you bring those together and you put your own touch to it that makes it yours.
For sure.
And I think when you have someone that comes in and like, there's like like you said, a small little detail that you know that is just yours.
Yeah.
And
Like,
they
you didn't
start
need to
doing
do that.
it. It's kind of like, well,
That was
What?
mine. Yeah.
like, and I know it's like, it's so hard to complain about it because there's millions of creators out there, and it's like, there's going to be the intertwine of like things looking the same.
Yeah. And I feel like that's the line, right? Like you're not the copying versus being inspired. When you're inspired, you're like, that's a great, like, let me do that and let me put my own little spin on it, like make it my own, right? Versus copying something exactly to a T. Like, it is copying as long as you can acknowledge that. And yeah, some people are okay with it. Some people it bothers them more, but like you said, it's never going to hit the same if it's not you, if it's not originally yours, or if it's not something in it that is like unique to you that makes it stand out,
So like there's two creators on TikTok that it's kind of gotten, if you're in the niche, they're like, so there's Reagan Spencer and there's Cambria Lewis, and they've gotten a lot of heat. Cambria's gotten a lot of heat because she's copying Reagan. So I saved 2 videos and I can show you the similarity.
Can we ask questions first really quick?
Yeah.
Do they live in the same place?
No.
Like, are there like where do they live?
So I don't know exactly. I follow Reagan. I don't follow Cambria. Reagan has about 500,000 followers, and then Cambria has about 55,000 followers.
Okay.
And this started, I would say, a year ago, where Reagan was getting traction, and then Cambria was like sitting at like 9,000 followers and was just doing the same thing. So if you look at this that I saved, look at the first two saved.
Well,
So whenever she's been called out, I'm curious. What does she say?
She says that she's just getting inspo from her. But if you
has to
watch
be a
her
stick.
videos, it's the exact same. When they did Vlogmas, her cover photo was the exact same. These 2 cover photos are the exact same. The way she stretches on her like vibration board and
I get
moves like
the
this,
same exact little mannerisms that she's doing to try to copy.
Yes.
Yeah. So I understand that. I think that's a little weird, but
And there's in the
like-
comments, there's people on each side.
Like,
but the thing is she deletes comments that are on her videos talking about it.
Makes sense. I'll say though, we just asked like what, like this person has 500,000 followers, which is the OG girl, and the one who's copying everything only has 55,000, right? So who's really like benefiting from this? She's not, right? Like,
And
it's
I
not really
also
helping her. So
sometimes the drama of it, sometimes I wonder how much of the social media drama is even real and how much of it is just like, yeah, you can copy me, you can do whatever, because it's kind of boosting both of their engagement. And it's
It's
kind
a
of
shtick. Yeah.
Right.
I honestly think she's doing it on purpose because she knows that it's getting traction.
who is
like playing into
I don't know if you guys even know who this girl is, but there's another girl, her name is Brooke Monk, and she's like one of the OG TikTok girls that just does like the transitions and then like lip syncs.
Yeah.
There's another girl, I can't even remember her name. It might also be Reagan. I don't know. But she copies her to a T. And then in the comments, like it'll literally be, I've seen comments on even other videos that aren't Brooke's videos, and they're like, can't wait for so-and-so to copy, or got here before the so-and-so copy. And I'm like, this is the bit though.
That's
like
like
this is
genius.
the bit,
Well, but it's benefiting the original person more than anyone.
Yeah,
right.
Because
So
her
it's like-
name's being thrown everywhere.
Her name is everywhere. And so now you're looking at the copied video, You're looking at the original
She
video.
wants people to copy her.
You're deciding whose side you're on. Like it's
Yeah.
a whole. Now it's
it's like
really
a thing.
entertainment,
It's a whole thing.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
No, I love being copied. I love being copied. And
It's the highest compliment.
Yeah, because I
and
feel like
you can be annoyed by it, but like I'll never come out and publicly make a statement like,
No.
oh, so and so's do. Like I've seen so many
Yeah.
influencers
I don't
do
know why
that
people
video,
do
and
that.
it's like, who cares? Like it's gonna be okay. They're not you. You can't create this anxiety around being copied because that creates a scarcity mindset where it's like, oh, there's not enough room for all of us
Yeah.
to be here, and it's like, no, hello, sell the fact on it's you. You're what's different, not the idea, the model that you have. It's how you present yourself and how you present that model. Like you are why people follow you, and that should be how it is. I mean,
Right.
but yeah, you can't.
I do think also that no matter how many times you get copied or who copies you, nobody is ever going to be able to do it the way that you do it if it was truly your idea, because all the little quirks that we have and all of the little like ticks that we do, those are what makes us us. And I think honestly, that's been part of my favorite part about this podcast is watching it back, and like watching myself is really weird because you don't realize that you do certain things.
Yeah.
And then there have been certain things that we say about each other, like, oh, when you get excited, you do your hands,
Yeah.
or like,
Yeah.
Kelby, she talks and she's like at the end of her, she's
Yeah.
like, yeah. But it's like, it's so cool to see all of these little things. And it's those little nuances that are individual to the person that like you could never copy those things. You really couldn't. And you have to find, like, at the end of the day, if you are truly copying somebody to a T, you're never that, like, your audience is never going to be able to put their finger on it, but it will translate that is not like 100% authentic. And you're kind of just shooting yourself in the foot. Like, you should figure out what is you.
Yeah. I think my girl Kim K said it best. You can copy the recipe, but the sauce isn't going to taste the same.
True that.
Yeah. Put that on a t-shirt, Susan.
I love
Put that on. Oh, I'm the t-shirt girl.
One liner, friends, one liner.
Write that down.
A paragraph.
No, but seriously, yeah. Like, I think, like Helby said, at the end of the day, like, it is flattering to be copied. And yeah, people can be annoyed, but to outright come out and say, like, stop copying me. Like, that's so stupid.
You're
Girl,
putting
who
energy
cares?
into the wrong
yeah,
pot.
Yeah, keep going. Make your next video and, like, wait for someone else to copy you because it's benefiting you. at the
No,
end of
well,
the day.
for back to that thing, it was Cambria coming out saying she wasn't copying her. She made a whole video, which is
Cambria is the one in 55 with the lower, the one.
Yeah.
Okay, who is copying?
yeah,
Okay. She said that she's not copying?
yeah. She came out with a whole video,
And she
saying
said that she's just being inspired?
Yeah.
But again, that's just boosting her content even more to come out and say that.
People want to know the lore. like,
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
they are the lore. The copying
It
is
would
the
not
lore.
surprise me at all if they're like secretly DMing each other.
There's so
girl,
many
put, like,
people.
Can you copy this one again?
There are so many people online that are just living skits out to like rage bait people in the comments. And it is my favorite thing ever. Like, it is so good. And especially the ones where like you can't really tell if they're like
Yeah.
actually serious
Yeah.
or satire. Oh my God. It's so good. And they're so long. Like, the videos are so long and they have such like so many views, like such high views because people sit and watch the whole thing because
Yeah.
it's just so
Seen those,
fake
yeah.
and juicy, but it's fake.
Hopefully, she comes out and be like, you know what? This was all copy.
This
We're
is all
actually
fake.
best
Yeah, I'm
friends.
Here she is. I guess another thing about like, I guess influence for me, I look at myself as just like a normal human, and I know like we have a lot of social media presence beyond for all of us, and I think the number game I think for some creators can get to their head and they think that they're like entitled because they have these followers online, and I think it's hard to decipher who's genuine and who's just here because they have the quote unquote clout.
You know, I've also heard of big creators copying small creators, and then
Oh, yeah, I've
the
heard
small
of that.
creators getting really upset about that. And unfortunately, I feel like when it comes to creators, there's really nothing you can do to police it. It's really frustrating when it comes to like an Etsy shop or something like that. And then Anthropology goes and copies them and obviously has like a so much bigger
Yeah.
budget and can, you know, mass produce these things. And that's really unfortunate. But yeah.
That's just like the way the world works right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
even
do
though
think,
some of it
yeah,
does
I
suck.
do think some big creators do have a degree of entitlement to, you know, being like, oh, I can copy
But
whatever I
Also,
want.
like, even what's going on in the fitness world right now, like with Tracy Anderson trying to
Yeah.
like, she's like
Oh, yeah.
suing like her former
I
trainers.
had that written down.
Saw that.
You know what I mean? And I feel very passionately about this because I am a fitness instructor and I feel like a lot of what I do is creative and like I sit there and I listen to the music and I flow with it and I make things up that I know are just like so unique to me. And but that's the thing. Like, they are so unique to me, but like, I grew up taking workout classes, right? Like, it is unique to me, but is it actually like everything that I've ever done in my life to get me to this point is inspiring me in some way, right? And it's very, very, very hard. Like, I think there's a line with that too, right? Like, I've had instructors, unfortunately, like I like that have come up with me or like worked with me in different studios. Like, literally, it's fine. Like, this happens all the time because if you go online, you see different instructors all the time posting still this, still that, which is awesome. And that's like a great way to like get inspo and just like even network within the community of instructors that are online and like other places. But there is a fine line, I think, between copying someone's workout to a T and being inspired by it, right? Like, I've had people like literally tell me like, hey, the class, like 2 classes after you, this girl used the same exact songs for the same exact moves, right? And I'm just like, that, like, are you sure it wasn't a coincidence? Like, come on, like, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but like, no, there's no way. There's literally no way. Like, use some of the moves, fine, but like, girl, make your own playlist or something. You know what I mean? Things like that. And like, it's frustrating, but like, same. At the end of the day, I'm not going to come out here and like complain because it's like, it is what it is. And like, just, we're in such a content-driven world right now. Like, nothing really is yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's, you put it out there, you put it out there. Like, I'm putting my classes out there because I want people to see my workouts and I want people to join FK Body, right?
Yeah.
So like, I'm putting it out there. It's for anyone to see, for anyone to use, for anyone to be inspired by. And that's kind of just like the price you pay. So
You know what is yours is you.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not
You are the
tripping.
brand.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not worried. I'm like, I'm
I've-
glad that I inspired you. I think that's amazing. But
I've tried to teach another instructor's routine before, and like not something that so an instructor was like, "Oh, here, take my routine," because I was feeling really uninspired that day, and I was like, "Oh my god, I don't know what I'm going to teach,"
yeah.
and I hated it because it wasn't me. And like the entire time I was teaching it, I was just like,
Like,
I
I
don't know,
make
this
this
is just
up."
like
Yeah.
not hit. This doesn't hit. I don't like it. And I took the class that I taught, and when I took it, I loved it. But that's because that was that instructor's class. They were teaching it. They got the vibe. I couldn't create the vibe when I was teaching it because it wasn't my class. And so I feel like I honestly did that once, and then I was like, no, I cannot.
No. And I think a lot of teachers will feel that way, right? Like, they can like after doing it once or twice, right? They're like, okay, and that's what kind of will maybe make the shift for them. They're like, I can get inspired by these things, and that's why it's so great to like, as an instructor, go and take other instructors' classes because you need to, or you burn out, you get bored. Like, you need to be inspired, you need to be online, like, you need to be trying new things. But yeah, like just coming back to like, you'll feel it. And when you're taking a class, the same, right? Like, if you took an instructor's class who like straight out copied another instructor's sequence, like, you probably will feel like it doesn't hit the same, right? Like, versus someone who like really loves what they do and they put a lot of work into making their creative sequence, and then they're coming out here and teaching it to you with all the passion in the world. Like, it's going to make all the difference. So yeah, like me, I don't trip. I don't think Tracy Anderson should trip at all because, girl,
Well, she lost,
girl,
so she's probably
girl,
tripping about
she
that.
lost, but like, she didn't. She
But
lost, but she
everybody
didn't.
knows her name. Everyone
Exactly.
knows
And
Tracy
people
Anderson.
still
Well, I just
to
win
a
the
point,
lawsuit.
well, exactly. Well, to a point where like, even if someone does something that's like esque of her, what she does, they're like, oh, that's so Tracy Anderson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like an adjective to describe certain moves that you do in a workout now, which is so cool for her. Like, she did that. So I mean, girl,
It brings you back to being the reference point, just like we were
Exactly.
saying earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
100%.
It will always come back to you
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you're
Yeah.
the yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
What's confusing to me about that drama, and I mean, I could be wrong. I didn't do that much research on it, but Tracy doesn't seem to be trying to expand. So it's like
What do you mean?
she's not opening more studios, is
Yeah,
she?
She is.
She is.
Oh, she is? Oh, okay, well,
Yeah, she
scratch
goes to
that.
like very niche places. But she
Never
goes to
mind.
places. Yeah, she's like in New York,
Rewire.
We're still getting
Miami,
it. Yeah,
LA,
Miami.
different parts of New York. You know what I mean? She's
Yeah.
just like in like strategic areas.
I think the fitness thing and copying in that sense is a weird topic because we also want fitness to be accessible to more
100%.
people, right? And so the more people that take a method and try to spread it as wide and far as they can, the better, right? And also the whole Legree Pilates drama is very similar.
Mhm.
You
It's
know, you have
intense.
oh god, it's
Yeah.
so intense. And I could talk about it for hours, but I won't get into it. Basically, if you go to a studio that has a big machine with a front platform and a back platform, that's Legree. Whether they call it Pilates, whether they don't, that's Legree. And there's money involved and there's naming rights, and they can't call themselves Legree because they don't want to pay, X amount of thousands and thousands of dollars a year just to call themselves Legree, which is fine. Everybody should be allowed to start a business. But then, of course, the Pilates people are mad because now clients don't really have like the best way of knowing what they are looking for. But I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't think the clients really care that much.
What's the difference in like a reformer machine, like a reformer Pilates machine than Legree?
So classical Pilates would be like the smaller wooden machines that you see, especially with the tower, and then you have that like the thing.
Is that called a Cadillac? Or is
yeah, it's called a Cadillac. And then there's often a chair on the side of the Cadillac, and the chair is where you stand on, you push down on the springs. And that's like your classical, like your traditional machine. Then what you find at other studios, like in Dallas, like the Session studios, it's still the smaller wooden machine, but it doesn't have the tower and it doesn't have the chair. It just has like that box on it sometimes. That's going to be like more contemporary style. And that's kind of a little bit of a mix of the two of them, right? The moves are, they tend to be a little bit more Legree than just strictly classical, but it's kind of like your middle point. And those machines are also a lot cheaper than like the big ones with the front platform, the back platform. And then anything that's like, looks like a solid core machine, looks like a Legree machine, looks like a BFit modern Pilates machine, like that style of workout is heavily based on Legree. And solid core used to be Legree, legal, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's no point for it to be an argument. It's stupid. You should do the workout that you like to do. I think the only time that it gets a little tricky is that like when your doctor recommends that you go to a Pilates class, they probably don't mean Legree or anything similar to it, because it's not the same. Pilates has a physical therapy base. Legree has a workout base. So that's really the big difference.
It is pretty crazy though. I get like, who cares? Like if it's Pilates, Legree, whatever. But it's just wild how, since Pilates is trending right now, and it's been trending for the last like 3 years, how many studios just throw the name Pilates on something that is totally not Pilates? Like, I'm not a Pilates girl through and through. I don't care. I'm not an instructor like that, but I still sometimes do feel for them. I'm like, that is annoying. Like, all these students don't know what they're doing.
I think it's a money grab at this point. That's what Pilates is. Like, unfortunately, like there are, and that's the thing. The people that like really are into like moving their body and getting like a good class, you will tell there's this big difference between like a educated Pilates instructor versus someone who just did a quick weekend training. You know what I mean? Like, or has hours under their belt of taking classes and teaching classes. Like it's unfortunate. And this has happened in the past, like maybe 3 years. Like Pilates has just become such a money grab. So,
but I will say, I don't think that every single fitness instructor is required to have the utmost highest training available. I just don't think that
depends what their. I agree. It depends what their modality is and what they're teaching and what their goal is.
But I also think like it makes fitness more accessible to have these instructors that went through like a quick weekend training type thing. I think the big things are like, make sure that they understand safety. They understand the basic movements of the body. But then from there, like you as a client should decide like who you enjoy going to, and then just go to that person accordingly.
But
like,
I think with Pilates specifically, because there's so much risk with the machine that you could really hurt yourself. You don't know what you're doing. Like those are the types of trainings that shouldn't be a weekend long, right? Like I think sometimes with the Legree, it's a little bit different because it's less intricate. Like you said, it's more rooted in strength training. And I think strength training, you could definitely do like an intensive 48 to 72 hour training for strength training and be a pretty decent instructor at the end of it, especially if you're physically inclined, especially if you've, been working out before, right? There's definitely circumstances like you can't just become brand new to fitness and be like, I want to teach this and expect to like be a good instructor in 48 hours. That's not how it works. But I do think it's very
Pilates is much more nuanced.
Exactly.
There's a lot. There's a lot more specifics in Pilates.
And the people that really care about that will do their research to find studios that are classically trained instructors, or you know what I mean? And the people that are like a little bit more into like the weight training or just strength training aspect of it all, those are probably the people that are going to be going to Legree and like supplementing their workouts with like a strength training or something like that.
I do think that because of everybody being so like, it's this, I'm this level, like it makes it hard for people to learn and actually open up about like what level they're actually on, because there's so many people that are pretending like they're experts and they're not. And if we would just like strip everything away and go back to the basics of like, hey, like you don't have to know everything, but you have to admit that you don't know everything to start learning.
Yeah, and that comes from like everything in fitness. I think there's people are telling you one thing, you're doing this thing, and then I'll get comments where it's like, is this good for this? And I say, I think you just, if you're new to fitness, just start with doing something you love and then just letting it evolve and moving in a certain direction after that. But I think it makes it so much harder for someone to even just step into the fitness world because there's so much information and so many ways you can go. They don't even know where to go.
And so many people are mean. I get really sad when people walk in into my studio or the studio where I work, and I'm like, you know, have you done Legree before? And I mean it like the springs are literally on a different part of the machine. So let me walk you through everything. But they're like, I get a mix. I get either people being like, oh no, but I've done that. Like I get people either that are scared of me or people that are like trying to butt heads with me from the moment they walk in the door because they've gone to another studio and the studio has been rude to them about what their perception is of what they're walking into. And it's like, okay, why are we making people feel bad about, oh, you haven't done Legree? Oh, you've done Pilates? Like, I don't know. It's just, I'm on a tangent, but.
I wonder if that's the point, because I used to think this was so silly, like Solid Core does it, but like where you have different level classes, like everybody who's an intro student, you go to the intro class for the first 10 classes. And that way the instructor knows, okay, walking into this class, I'm going to have to explain everything.
That's
I'm going to
really
make
smart.
I think it's really smart. I don't know why more studios don't do that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Right?
Or just like in
because
the
it would be really
description.
hard to fill those classes.
The intro one,
But
do you
like,
think?
well,
Yeah, that's why.
Look how.
But would people feel more comfortable signing up for it knowing that you're going to be in a class full of other intro level students?
probably.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
I
you have to think about the fact that you have limited time slots on a schedule throughout the day. And so you have to choose a time of the day that you think that only that this is when intro people want to come, and then you're also taking that class time away from more advanced clients.
I've
and that's
seen
the
different-
perk of an all levels class. And so, I mean, I do think it's really important to have instructors that are comfortable and confident to know who's new and then give more attention to that person and set up their class in a way that like you can set somebody up in a movement, walk away, they know what they're doing, and then you can tend to the people that you need to tend to, because otherwise, I mean, it's really hard to make money.
I agree.
But
and I've
Solid
seen
Core
different.
does it, right?
But look
And
at Solid Core.
They're
and
a corporation.
exactly, they're huge.
Yeah.
And they probably can. And sometimes Solid Core has like really empty classes. Like they're literally
That's
one or two
true,
people,
too.
and they can
That's
afford to have people with one or two classes.
Because they have so many.
But I have seen some smaller Pilates studios actually do a different version of that where they offer like 2 intro classes a week. Okay, a week.
Yeah.
And then they do that. And then because maybe they have a smaller, you know, membership base, or they don't have that many members right now, right? Like, so I think there's different versions of that. I think it's very smart. And I think that reduces liability for them too. I also think people doing privates, but I also think when you're in a group fitness class, honestly, hot take, I think it's a little bit up to you to have a degree of understanding of your body and how things work, because unless you're in a very small group, unless it's like, I'm talking like 5 people or less, like it is very hard to expect a lot of attention from the instructor on you if you're doing something wrong. Like you need to really be aware of your body, how it's moving, and listening to verbal cues to be able to self-correct, because especially in classes like mine, we're packed 41 people in a hot, sweaty room. Like weaving in and out is going to cause more disruption to come fix someone versus like me explaining verbally, like, hey, fix this, fix that. Like maybe if I know your name, I'll call you out, and that's even a fine line with calling people out. I'm not trying to call people out to like, let people know that like you're doing something wrong, but I'll call people out if they're doing something great. I'll say, like, hey, good job, you know, name people.
I agree.
But verbal.
There's a beginner, but you still like for fitness classes, you have to have some kind of understanding and advancement to trust yourself enough to be in a space with other people where it's not like you're going to a personal trainer at the gym where they're like, okay, this is where you need to fix it.
And if you feel like you need that, because I've had people come up to me after class and ask me like, hey, can we do a one-on-one session? And I was like, absolutely, because that will benefit you so much. And there are like some of my friends even that I'm like, hey, let's work on like XYZ moves, because I do them every single class we do in some variation of this move, right? So if you get it down, you're golden, right? Like you can kind of layer on top of that after. You can add heavier weights, whatever it is. But yeah, I think that if you are in a group fitness class with more than 5 people in it, do not expect to get hands-on adjustments from the teacher, especially if it's a hot class. Like I know some classes that aren't heated, like hands-on adjustments are a little bit more common. But yeah, like really go get a one-on-one personal training session if that's what you're looking for, and you'll be even better in your group fitness classes.
I feel like that's such a good point, and I feel like it's a great segue to talk about creators currently who have some sort of entitlement, because there's a trend right now going on I see on social media, and it's where people will come on and instead of even doing a class pass review now, they're coming on and they're leaving a negative review about a studio via video. And it's honestly, just like you said, it's not a one-on-one class. Like it's not a personal private training class. So like there are some aspects that maybe you're not going to get or aren't for you, but that's fine. And I feel like people are just posting these videos because unfortunately, negative videos get more attention than positive videos. And so they see that and they're doing this. And in reality, it's entitlement.
Company.
And it's like, what are we
because
doing?
they know they're going to get the people that are like, finally,
all the haters
I'm going
to exactly. Misery loves company.
I watched a video literally of this yesterday, but for the food space, this girl came on and she was talking so heavily about how much she hated Hudson House, and she's mad at all these influencers for always talking about Hudson House and how good it is, and she doesn't live in downtown. She's so mad that she had to drive downtown. She didn't like it. And I'm like, not everyone's going to like the same restaurant. Just because, I love Hudson House. Is it the greatest food in the world? No.
Maybe.
Great cheeseburger.
Great cheeseburger.
Fire cheeseburger.
Great happy hour.
And their lobster roll's good too, guys.
But it's not like, oh my God, like I'm going to drive 5 hours to go to this place. No. But it's like,
that's on you.
Nobody told that girl to do that.
Exactly. No one made you go there. And it's like, why are you coming on and making this whole video? And there was like 200 comments.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
but that's what the internet's for people to sit behind their computers and be
Misery
Someone
loves
commented
company.
on my what I eat in a day yesterday. I don't care. I go, you just commented on 5 of my videos. I'm pretty sure you care.
Yeah.
Like, you know what's funny? You know what the number one bad review that I get is? I want you guys. Well, no, maybe not guess.
Wait, yeah, tell.
The number one bad review I get is that I'm a bitch, and I'm like,
what? You're the opposite of a bitch.
I literally, and it's so funny because one time I saw a review and it was a bad review about how I didn't give them any attention during class. And
wasn't that the one on my birthday?
Yeah.
Because Kelby was getting all the attention.
She surprised me with balloons, and she was like, "Happy birthday, Kelby!" Like that's about as far as it went in the beginning of class. And then they left a review that was like, "She's playing favorites." And
God forbid. God forbid. Okay,
I would be like, "When's your birthday?"
I got another review saying I wasn't giving attention. When I looked back at what class it was, because, these reviews are anonymous. You can say whatever you want about whoever you want, about people that you don't even know. I went back and looked at what class this review was from. Guys, there was a guy in class, and he, I don't think, has ever even thought about engaging his inner thighs in his entire life. And I think he was about to fall off of his machine. So I'm so sorry to anybody else in the room, but all of my attention goes to him. Like, and that's to Francesca's point that, like, if you are going to a group fitness class and the person that is the most likely to injure themselves, they get the attention.
Yes, and off that,
because I don't want to get
be able to see the instructor helping that person, correcting that person, and be able to fix those things in your own body if you are doing them.
Yeah.
Like, that is how physically inclined you need to be to take a group fitness class. And if you're not, be aware that you're not, and it's going to be a little bit harder for you to catch on. You're going to have to do things a little bit slower, but like, don't be mad.
And please
don't be
take
mad.
the modification.
It's
please
okay.
Leave your
Girl,
and this
I
is
will
also
take the
somewhere. It's like, just don't be mad about it, okay? And like, don't like have this attitude about it when you're in class. Like, there's so many people that come to my class that they just can't keep the beat. They can't keep the pace, and it's fine. They're going slow and they're going to the beat of their own drum, but they're doing it. And they're not mad about it. They're just like, I'm doing what I can. And that's what a group fitness class is. You do what you can. And then afterward, if those people really need something, they talk to me after class. Can you show me this one move? And I'm like, would love to, right? And it helps them to do it again, right? So
and this is not to discourage you to take a group fitness
absolutely
class.
Not go, but just know these things going into it. That's all.
It will help you learn in a new way.
No, group fitness classes are amazing. They're so much fun.
So motivational.
But I do think more people need to leave their ego at the door. There's nothing wrong with taking the modification.
Yes.
The modification is still hard. It's still going to get you an amazing workout. And you would rather teach yourself how to do something the right way than to have to unlearn what you've taught yourself later and try to like correct this.
Or to get injured and then have to take a break from working out altogether.
Like
so,
for your class as an example, there are certain moves where I have to drop the weight completely because I know it's going to hurt my back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not worth it, because if you want to move at the beat, but you can't do the strength, take the weight away, or don't go to the beat. You got to like do what's safe for your body.
Exactly. And I know Suze has been listening to me too lately, just like not just dropping the weight to just do it and feel how it feels. And then once you have it down right, then you're like, okay, I'll pick up a weight now. Yeah. I'll pick up another weight. So,
okay, question. Who do we think is more entitled?
Me or Suzanne?
No, who do we think is more entitled? The influencer with a ton of followers, or the individual, like the regular person that feels that's like going into all of these classes and feels the need to be like catered to extra, because that's just kind of, I mean, I can't find the words I'm trying to say, but I feel like we have given review culture so much power and like cancel culture so much power that I almost feel like it's gone to people's head and it's really empowered them to sit behind a screen and like tear people down that they don't even know, and they don't understand the repercussions and they don't understand what they're doing to other people. Or is the influencer more entitled? The one that, has, 1 million followers.
I feel
and
like
thinks that they need to be treated a certain way. Because I don't know if they actually act that way, or we just.
I feel like I feel like comparing an influencer to just like a client in class is a little bit hard. I think influencers in general, do some of them feel entitled because of the amount of followers that they have? I mean, yeah, yes. You can tell from things online. All right, you've met people. I'm sure you've met people who act a certain way.
I've met people.
You've met people. Oh, I know people. We know some people.
I've met a person or two.
I know a lot.
And then I think there's levels to clients as well. Like there's certain clients that come in super entitled. There's clients that come in super timid and shy. Right. So, I feel like it's two separate questions actually.
Okay.
How about you guys? Have you met influencers that?
Well, I think there's a different way to like, I guess, pivot the question and be like, I don't even know where I'm going.
I mean, honestly, I haven't met someone in person who doesn't act how they are online yet. I don't know. I feel like I've been to a fair share amount of influencer events, and maybe I haven't talked to too many people. Maybe that's what I'm not doing
there's
right.
Only like 2 or 3
actually,
that I can name.
I think
that
there's
are
only
different.
one person who ever had a funny interaction with. Actually, this is at the rodeo we went to like a year ago, and this girl, and again, not her fault. I think I've done this to people too, but she came up, introduced herself. We were so excited to meet her, and then no joke, an hour later, introduced herself to me again, and I was like, we literally just met. But again,
maybe she had some drinks.
Drinks were flowing.
Yeah.
Drinks were flowing.
That's what I'm saying. But that's actually the only negative.
That's actually really good.
I've ever had.
That's nice.
So I don't know, because I feel like so many people, they think that influencers are so fake online, and then in person they're all these bitches, and I'm like, I have no reason to lie. I don't care. But I have never had a negative experience like that yet.
I can agree with that. I think it's gotten better recently, especially when you go to an influencer event in Dallas. I've always been very blessed to be around like very genuine people that I've seen online in person. There's only probably on one hand, I can count on one hand people that I've met through online that are not the same in person.
That's
and
great.
They're just different.
Well, I feel like, and I feel like Dallas is like, maybe that's great for Dallas. We have some more nice people, but
I can't imagine being in
LA
New York
or something.
New York,
because I've heard stories of like other influencers talking about influencers that they thought they were friends with and they met in real life, and then it was like a nightmare situation. And I was like, oh, but sounds crazy.
Not even to that point. It's almost like Friday I got noticed a couple times, and it's like, for me, that's cool. But at the same time, I look at myself as a normal person just like them. And I know if you're on the other end, seeing someone with millions or thousands of followers, it is intimidating or weird to see them in person, but I never want it to come across that I'm
feel like
better
you're superior.
Than you. They'll message me, oh, I'm so sorry if I this bothered you for me saying hi. I'm like, no, please say hi. Like, I'm just a normal person at the end of the day.
No. And I feel like maybe because most of these stories that we hear, I feel like it's all a lot in LA. And in LA, you probably get, your influencers probably get so conflated with like the actual movie stars and superstars that are there, right? That are actually maybe have like a reason to be a little more standoffish than whatever. But maybe it's specific to where you are.
Yeah.
I think that regular people are that way too. I mean, maybe just like because influencers are so in the light of like, online, you're seeing so much of what they do, but think about like any coworker you've ever had. Like half the time they suck and you're like, wait a minute.
Well, your followers probably are more entitled than, you know what I mean? Like entitled to like wanting to know every little thing about
and that
you.
comes
or like,
along as like, where's the degree of privacy that we do get? Yes, we put our lives on like online every single day. And I think people, especially the ones that like to sit behind their screen and just shit talk.
Yeah.
Like, where's the degree of like, I'm putting my life on there as a choice. I don't have to show you 100% of my life. And where is that degree of like, why do I have to show you?
And why
everything?
are you so entitled to thinking like
you get to know everything?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's like, is that just the price you pay when you put yourself online and you just ignore those people? Or it's
and I get there's that to a degree. Like, yes, I'm putting like, I'm going to get some hate or I'm going to get, not everyone's going to love me. But it's like, at the same point, it's like, people ask me, why didn't you put your dating there out online? I was like, because that's personal.
I didn't wanna.
Like, I don't need to give you an explanation for this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in those people, like, I would honestly just ignore them.
Yeah.
Because, like, who cares?
Or like, you didn't post your dinner. Like, some girl, when I was doing 75 Hard, I didn't post my dinner in my vlog. She goes, I didn't see your dinner. What did you eat? And I'm like, what?
There's
Like,
always going to be someone who's
there's
not happy
always
with,
going to be someone.
anything in life, not even just
Yeah.
influencing. So, like, at the end of the day, just know you're not everyone's cup of tea. You're always going to mess up. And who cares?
And you can't give energy to those things. because
Yeah,
it's
and
just,
those people,
That's what they want.
Yeah.
You could sit there and type it out, and I will backspam. I'm like, that's exactly what you
Yeah.
want. And they're just like a screenshot away.
and like, who are they? Who cares?
well, those people in specifically they're not treating you like a human. So, I mean, honestly, why should you give them the benefit of?
Why
a
would you even give them the
response
time of
back?
day? Yeah, exactly.
delete and block.
Exactly.
And block.
My favorite thing to do.
All right.
I just also back on that. It's just like, I don't understand why you can't just be nice. Like, what in
You
your
have
right
nothing
mind-
nice to say. Don't say anything at all.
It's just that makes no sense to me. If you don't like the video, scroll. Why are you taking more time to just sit there and powder your little fingers?
powder.
Here we go. Powder your fingers.
All right. What is something that you wish you knew about being a content creator, like when you first started?
It takes time. Don't get into the numbers game.
100% play into the bit. Every successful content creator has a certain bit they run about themselves. And sure, it's them, but it's them to, like Suzanne said, an nth degree. Like Ken Urich actually came out and said this recently, and I so agree with her. Like, it's just who you are, but you turn it up to like 100 notch. And that's how you're going to be successful. You can't just be I hate to say it, but like a regular Joe Schmo that you typically see walking the Katy Trail or whatever, like in life. Like, that's not what's going to get you to that successful point. You have to turn it up to 100. And I wish starting out, I would have known that, because the first 2 years of my content journey is so boring.
You play it
and
safe.
now, I play it safe.
Yeah.
Brand
Because you're
safe.
so
Yeah.
scared.
Well,
No.
you play it safe, but also it's because you're scared of the comments that you are inevitably going to get no
100%.
matter what. And so it's like, okay, well, I think you can dig yourself into this hole of trying to appease everybody. And the more people see that you are willing to give energy towards trying to appease everybody, I think that's like, honestly, the more hate you get. But the more that you're like, I mean, think about the people that are like uncancelable, right? And those people are, I mean, some of them are a little bit
Alex
like,
Earl.
you know, I mean, or we could go so far as Kanye, you know, like,
You know, canceled. He comes back. He gets canceled.
yeah,
he comes
literally.
back. It's
Trisha Paytas, like all these people, they are 100 and
Yes.
200%
themselves.
200%.
and
Totally
it's just like,
uncancelable,
okay,
yeah.
well, you can
You can try.
watch
You have
or
to
you
just
cannot watch, and that's also your choice. Don't watch it then if you don't like it.
Yeah.
And you have to put those little things that you're thinking in your head that you don't say out, you put them on the internet. Just put them on the internet. Be crazy, be unfiltered.
Be cringe until you're not.
Exactly. And I think the one thing that like gets people to play it safe, right, is like, because you're worried about what people you already know are going to think about what you're posting. Once you like literally forget about that and just stop caring. Like, I know that's what everyone says, just stop caring. But like, that is the threshold that you need to break through.
And if you think about it this way, imagine
That's the sauce.
how often are you scrolling? You're just scrolling.
Oh my God.
How much content is out there? People are going to forget your content in the 5 minutes later.
Less
Like,
than that. Less
no
than
one
that.
really
yeah.
cares about everything
Also,
that much.
People are going to talk about you regardless. So would you rather them talk about you when you're a failure or when you're out there super successful?
Yeah.
Who cares? Like,
Exactly.
literally, who cares, guys?
Yeah.
That's
That's my
you have
thought.
to trust yourself. I think that's what I wish I knew sooner, is that you need to trust yourself. And that's kind of how you get past the like imitation and you get into like what is your own content, is that you have to trust that your ideas are not weird. Your ideas are not cringe. Your ideas are you, and your ideas are what are going to make your content different. Like, I feel like I second thought myself so many times, like, oh no, I don't want to post this. This is weird, or I'm doing something weird. But it's like realizing that the little things that we see each other do that we connect with, like what I said, the shaking of the hands, the saying yeah at the end of whatever. It's like those little things that make you see them differently than other people do. So just trust yourself, be yourself.
There's so many people in the world. There's so many people on the internet. Your people will find you. And yeah, be yourself. And the right people will find you.
But on that note, I want to do 5 rapid fire questions for us. about content creation.
Okay.
Whatever comes to mind first. Number 1, planned content calendar or spontaneous posting?
Spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
Plan content. I've never done that.
I would say mix of both.
Planning content for me turns into a giant waste of time where I plan content all day long, and guess what happens? I never make any of it. Never been made.
Yeah. You're
Should I
more
pull up my-
spontaneous. I feel like I'm more planned.
Yeah.
You're a little
I
bit.
feel like you plan certain things. Like, you know the
So, like,
types of videos you're
Yes,
going to make.
so like I have what I eat in a day, morning routine, week of workouts, and
yeah.
whatever. But and then you can, I would say they're like more filler content.
This is
when,
my
like,
content ideas that have never been made.
She's still
We're going, we're going, we're going.
scrolling.
Susanna.
Guys, these are supposed to be rapid fire.
Okay, sorry.
Next one. Next question.
One niche forever or evolve over time.
Evolve.
Evolve. You got to evolve.
Okay. Is the algorithm real or just consistent?
It's not.
I don't know.
real. I mean,
So do you think there is an algorithm or do you just have to stay consistent?
well, there is
Algorithm.
an
It's an
algorithm,
Algorithm.
Okay.
but you just have to stay
Because
consistent.
think about TikTok versus Instagram. You're posting the same post and it's so different, the
Yeah.
outcome.
Yes, but I don't think you can blame it. Like the same, like I think a lot of people put too much blame in the algorithm, and it's like, just focus on yourself.
Maybe your
get
content
better.
just sucks.
Yeah, just get better. Just practice
Change it
on-
up.
Yeah. One thing you think followers think is easy but isn't.
Being yourself.
Editing. Remembering to film.
I think just posting every
Remembering
single
to
day.
film.
Being consistent.
Yeah, being consistent, posting every single day is much harder.
All right. Last one. Is privacy impossible once you grow?
Nah.
To an extent. Like, it's all about what you post.
Yeah. You only have to share what you want to share at the end of the day, no matter what anyone else
That's
says.
the beauty of it.
I was thinking yesterday about I've been having a really hard time putting my phone up and not constantly editing something, even if I'm done for the day, even if I've posted for the day, whatever. I feel like I've had a really hard time putting my phone down. And my shower thought that I had yesterday is like, I was like, you know what? You need to put your phone down and actually be the interesting person that you are posting about. You can't just post and pretend to be this interesting person. Like, you have to actually put your phone down and be the interesting person that people want to follow.
Yeah.
You know?
Live in the now.
And that takes a little bit of privacy.
100%.
Yeah. And even though we do it for a living, it's like you still have to remember that we have our own life that we do want to live. And we have to remember to live the life, not feel like we have to capture every single second of it.
You got to do things so you can have things to post about.
Was
Right.
that it? Is that the end of the questionnaire?
Yes.
That's
five.
We all
I
passed.
like that.
We passed
Wait,
the
can we
test.
do that more often? I like
Yeah,
their little
I'll do-
rapid
yeah.
fire.
Okay. We'll do that for every
Sweet.
topic.
Well, on
Coming.
that note, guys,
See you next
we'll
week.
see you next week. And remember, don't give any fucks.
Not a single one.
Bye.